everybody, and welcome to Extreme Book Hunting. Yeah! I was tagged by Christine of Poland Bananas Books in her book hunting video, which is a combination of two tags, the Elemental Cover tag and the My Life in Books tag. Not only am I going to be doing those two tags though, this is extreme book hunting because I am also going to be doing the book Scavenger Hunt tag. So, 3 tags, 1 video, 1 beautiful shelf. Let's get started. Number 1, find a book with each of your initials. Alright, I'm just pulling off the first ones I see. Oops, I pulled off the wrong one. Okay, so we have Ariel with Anna and the French Kiss, we have Angelica with Audrey Waite, and we have Boy-Proof for Bissett. Number 2 is count your age along your bookshelf and see what book you are. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I am! Oh no, it's so boring. I am Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck in this terrible little cheap cover. Kind of disappointing. I've never read this book. I've heard good things though, so I was almost 1984. I'm in love with George Orwell. It could have been great, but it wasn't. Alright, so next I'm supposed to pick a book that is set in either my city, my state, or my country. It's kind of difficult because most books that I read that are like contemporary take place in the States. Canada. Right. I have one! It is this! It's Sketches by Eric Walter, and it takes place in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I live like an hour away. Next, I have to pick a book that has a destination I would love to travel to, and I already know what it is. It is Just One Day. Part of this book takes place in England, and I want to visit England so badly. It is number 1 on my travel destination list. Also, I really want to visit Russia. I really want to visit Russia. I don't know why, but Russia and England, those are my top destinations right now. Ah! No! Next, I'm supposed to pick a book that's my favorite color, which is really hard because I used to have a favorite color, but recently, like, I haven't had one that really calls out to me. But the color of, like, things that I buy most often is probably plum, like purple. So maybe if I could get a purple book, maybe not. Oh, this is pretty. As you can see, the spine and the back of it are like this really pretty purpley plum color. I like this color. Alright, next up is which book do you have the fondest memories of? And that is gonna have to be Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac. I could go with Harry Potter because it's Harry Potter and I do have really fond memories of it, but this, for a really long time, was my favorite book. And I have probably reread this book like 6 or 7 times, and every time I read it, it just fills me with such happiness. I really connected to the messages of this book for some reason, so I recommend it. Next up is which book did you have the most difficulty reading? There have been a couple, you know? The Miseducation of Cameron Post. I started reading this in July, and I enjoyed it, but I had to put it down. And then I picked it up again in September, and I had to put it down. And I picked it up again in like October, and I had to put it down. I'm so close to finishing it. I'm finding it so slow. But like, I want to finish it because I think that it is really good, but it's taken me so long. All right, the final question in this tag is which book from your TBR shelf will give you the biggest sense of accomplishment to finish? Well, that's right, everybody. It is a complete bind-up of all of the Lord of the Rings books. I love the Lord of the Rings. I have read The Hobbit, and it was amazing. And I have been raised on the Lord of the Rings movies. They are my favorite movies. I have actually read The Fellowship of the Ring and The Two Towers, but it was when I was like 10. So I really don't remember it at all, and I'm so scared. This is scary. This is frightening. All right, now we've come to the elemental book covers. Task 1 is find a book with water on it and find a book with blue on it. So I know exactly the one for water. This is not fun. For water, The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. The whole thing is water. Yeah, I did. And the next one I'm gonna go with is Jonathan Livingston Seagull for blue because it's very blue. I really loved this book, didn't really love this one. The second task is find a book with fire on it and find a book with red on it. Fire. Okay, so for a book with fire on it, I got the Goblet of Fire. Look at that. Whoa! Camera's backwards. And then for red, I got The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. This is actually my favorite Harry Potter book. I'm currently on my 8th reread of the series, and this is still my favorite, so I love this one. And I have not read The Catcher in the Rye, but I really am looking forward to it because I know that this is like the book that everyone, you either love it or you hate it. So I want to see what side of that thing I'm on. Quest? No, not quest. What am I talking about? Task number 3 is to find a book that has something earth related on it and something that has green on it. So, earth, the earth, right. Oh, I know, no I don't. No, not this one. I'm crazy. This has green on it. Full show. Beautiful, very green, great book. This one has a lot of trees on it and green, so green, nature, earth. Task number 4 is to find a book with air on it and find a book that is white and gray. And I mean, air's everywhere, right? Find a book with air on it. I feel like that to me means find a book with smoke on it for some reason. All right, so for a book with air on it, I chose the archived because, I don't know, it's like smoke. Smoke is like, you can see it, you can see air. Air is everywhere. And the next one I'm gonna go with is white for Scott Westerfeld's Uglies. I have not read this, but I've heard incredible things, have read this, and I really, really enjoyed it. And so my last task for this tag is to find a book that has blue, red, green, and white on it. I can do that. I believe in my shelves. All right, everybody, I think you're all gonna be impressed with the abundance of Catherines. Yes, blue, red, green, white, woo! Thank you! Thank you very much, John Green. And that completes the Elemental Book Covers tag. Now I'm going to do the Scavenger Hunt tag. I need an author's name that has a Z in it. And that's easy. I know which one I'm doing because this is the one that everyone has done. Come on, come on. It is The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. Zuzak. That's right. Next, I need to find a classic. Well, let's just go to my classics shelf, shall we? And just choose something at random. Let's choose this little pamphlet that I just threw. It is Politics and the English Language by George Orwell, who was a genius. Find a book with a key on it. A key. Right. A key. I'm trying to think of a book that has like a key as part of the book that they may have put on the cover. Key. Key. A key. Saying it a million times is gonna help. I'm in trouble. I don't want to lose. I found it! I found it! Oh my god, the archived has a key on it. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna lose. I just spent like 10 minutes looking for a key. Okay. Oh my god, thank you, the archive. Maybe I will read you now faster because you helped me out in this time of need. Find something on your bookshelf that is not a book. That is easy. What shall I choose? I choose this. Is a mini dinosaur. He's part of his dinosaur settlement over here. I bought them all at a dinosaur museum, so I think they're really cool. Find the oldest book on your shelf. It's gonna have to be The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien because this one was printed. This is my dad's original copy, 1976. Oh wait, I think I have an older one. 1967. Okay, so this one is slightly a bit older, but they're both pretty old. Find a book with the girl on the cover. Yup. That's gonna be really hard, guys, because I don't read YA or anything. Let's go with Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. There we have a girl. Very good book. Very good book. Find a book that has an animal in it. Okie dokie. Have to go with the classic Go Dog Go. Yeah, that's right. This book is all about dogs. So there are some for you right there. Brilliant. Find a book with a male protagonist. All right. Anywhere But Here by Tanya Lloyd Key. I just picked this book up and it's really good so far. I've only read part of it, but I'm really enjoying it. And the main character is a boy. Find a book with only words on it. Easy, right off the bat. You see? Nothing, words. This is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Emily? Anne? I'm pretty sure it's Emily. Emily Bronte. Thank you. I feel like every time I get one of these, I've like completed something for reals. Find a book with illustrations in it. I can do that. I can do that. Definitely I can do that. Wintertown by Stephen Emmond because it has all of these beautiful comics in it, but also illustrations at the beginning of every chapter and just pictures just all throughout it. So good book. if you want a book. Also, this has a male protagonist. Find a book with gold lettering. Aha! Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funk. You can even see how it glimmers because it's gold and shiny. Find a diary, true or fictional. It is causing other books to fall. It is My Antonia by Willa Cather. This is a classic book, and it is about a guy who is retelling his stories of the past, and he writes them all down, and he's remembering random stories, so it's a diary. Kind of. No! Stop falling. Stop! Find a book written by someone with a common name, like Smith or Jones. The Secret Speech by Tom Rob Smith. Oh, yeah, Smith. I have started reading this book and I love it. Like, I think it's so cool, but it is the sequel to another book, and like technically you don't need to read the first book to like read the second one, but I really want to. But I really want to finish this because it takes place in Russia. Awesome, awesome. Find a book of something that has a close-up on it. Close-up of a girl's face. Of her eye. Looking for Oscar by Tom Green, everybody. Find a book on your shelf that takes place in the earliest time period, which is actually kind of hard because it's like, do medieval period times count? Do they have to be real? Can they be fictional? So I'm just gonna go with medieval times because that's what makes sense to me in my mind. And I'm gonna go with Dark Triumph by Robin Lefevers. I have not read this. I have read the first book, Grave Mercy, which is also sitting over there. But yeah, it's medieval times, so I can't even, I don't think I own any like Greek mythology, which would obviously be older. No guys, I don't own the Percy Jackson series. You can all explode now. Well, no. Find a hardcover on your shelf without a dust jacket. Easy peasy, cover girl. That's gonna have to be this book, which is 15 by Beverly Cleary. I do believe that at some point in its existence it had a dust jacket, but I have only ever owned it without the dust jacket. When I got it, it was like this. Find a teal or turquoise book. Fangirl! But wait, is that not turquoise? Teal? Pretty sure this is teal. I'm confused with colors now. But yeah, read this. I did. I read that. 4 to 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was a hoot of a time, although the main character frustrated me quite a bit. Find a book with stars on it. I can do that. Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and you can see the stars that are all over here and stuff. Amazing book. This is one of the books that I've read that has the most impressive ambiance. Like, you read this book and you are in another world full of rich magic. So I really recommend this book. Really good. And the last question is, find a non-YA book. Well, this is my classics shelf and this is my adult shelf, so I guess I can choose anything from those two. Woohoo! The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, which is so good. This is the first Neil Gaiman that I ever read, and it was so creepy, so mysterious, so mystical and magical. It was amazing. And that completes extreme book hunting. I had a lot of fun going through my shelves. I hope that you guys had a lot of fun watching this video. Definitely down below, let me know of any of the books that I chose. Things Are Fallen. And let me know maybe of other books that you would have chosen instead, because I had a couple that were hard to find. Hard to find, but I found them all, so I feel like I've completed something. I've accomplished something great today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!